Hello everyone, Curtis here of Breaklight Productions, bringing to you another music video reaction. This time it's for one of my favorite bands that I can't pronounce the name of. SANGUISUGABOGG. I always just call them like Sanguinabog, or yeah. It varies on how I'm feeling. But this is their new music video, Abhorrent Contraception. I haven't heard the song before. Obviously, I haven't seen the music video before. Let's jump on into it. Nice. Oh, interesting colors already in this. It feels like if you're in DaVinci in the color tab and you just take the color and put it to 100 instead of 50, and it just takes the colors in the footage and like dials them up without any like affecting the saturation or whatever. Damn, that's cool with the clouds. How have they done that? Oh, nice focus pull. We're seeing some fisheye stuff as well. This is such an unnerving story already. I'm like, what's happening? Oh, yeah. Because these guys are known for brutal music videos, so yeah, I'm expecting it to go there. Nice fisheye. That's cool. Love the colors on that. Oh, yep. Get into the blood already. This cloud shot is so trippy. Nice zoom. Oh. That's so interesting. Wait, what was... What the hell? Loving that two-shot as well. Oh. That's cool. You can tell that the milk, someone was just dropping it from above and the side. I'm loving that two-shot. We're definitely going to be talking about that. God, love the editing, yeah, to the cut-in. Oh, there we go. Hell yeah. Nice bubbling. Probably just used like Mentos or just put it on like a boil. Damn, that top light. Oh shit, has she cooked the family? Nice. Those clouds are tripping me out, man. Like, how did they do that? I'm loving the whole, like, 1950s aesthetic of this storyline as well. Like, because they could have just sort of had it set in modern day, but I love the fact that it's sort of commentary on, you know, sort of the female plight in the 50s and that, where there was just a lot of like stay-at-home mums and stuff. Oh shit, she's putting the rat poison in. So is she cooking the family, or is she making them a meal that's gonna kill them? That's the question. Oh, look at that top light though. Oh, what a beautiful close-up. Oh, some Citizen Kane shit happening. Oh. Damn, she's gonna kill him. Yeah. Oh, that's so gross. Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. Super simple makeup effect as well. It's just silicone and you peel it away before it's dried. Oh shit. Nice reflect. Yeah. Yes, the fact you could see the hose sticking out of the top. Yeah, and I'm loving the moon as well. That's awesome. Hell yeah. Oh god, that's so creepy. Hell yeah, that was sick. Alright, let's talk about it. God, I love their music videos. They're so fucking good. So first and foremost, once again, I swear this is like the, I don't know, feels like it's like the 5th music video in a row where we've got 4:3 aspect ratio. Woo! Again, here it serves a purpose because it's putting you in that real like nostalgia, like old school TV vibe. So, you know, a lot of the aesthetics with the storyline being this sort of 1950s, 1960s, this makes sense. So super cool to see. With the colors, yeah, they've just taken the colors and like ramped them to 11, which I love. Like, it's a simple way of doing it, but it's effective. Like, it makes everything, like, I've just got it stopped right now on a close-up of the father while he's mowing the lawn, and yeah, it's just like the blemishes on his neck are so highlighted, like so red, because yeah, they've just taken the colors and just dialed them to 11, and it's such a vibe. It's that classic like, oh well, nothing horrible can happen when everything's bright and sunshine and, you know, happy. And I think that works great for when you're doing horror, because you're subverting, like, there's too many horror things that are like, oh, it's gonna be in the dark, or it's gonna be, you know, nighttime or whatever. I think there's so much you can do, especially when it comes to gore, that you can do in the bright sunshine, and it adds to the creepy factor. So yeah, love the color grade on this, because yeah, it really makes it unnerving. And again, we see it change later on once she starts like sort of preparing the final meal, so to speak. We see it go to this both for the band footage and the storyline stuff. We see it sort of get this red tint. Red taint is very different. Red tint over all of the footage, which is really cool. You know, it signifies that, okay, stuff is starting to get disturbing. And then at the end, when it's moonlight, the band stuff and the storyline becomes black and white. And, you know, I think that also adds a very unique vibe to that ending, because it gives it, yeah, this like ethereal moonlight presence. Like, I don't know, to me it almost feels like the moon itself is like egging her on to you know, to do it, because especially in the band shots it has such a like a presence right there behind him. Now, talking about the band shots, I want to talk about two things in particular. So there's this awesome, once I find it and can stop on it, there we go. So I love this two shot where they've just gotten the vocalist probably like knelt down in a sort of side profile close up, and he's like doing the lyrics while the guitar's right there. So you're getting two, what sort of a normal music video would do, of like just having a shot of the guitarist and a shot of the vocalist, which this definitely does. I love the fact that they've decided to also add some more interesting shots of like, hey, let's try and get like multiple layers of instruments happening, where like, yes, you've got the guitar, but you've also got you know, the vocalist right there. It makes it interesting, and a shot like this stood out straight away to me, because I'm like, that's a shot I haven't seen in the past, you know, month and a half of watching music videos on this channel, you know. So super cool, super love it. As I'm on this, I will quickly make a quick note that there is grain on all of the footage, and it's hard to tell if it changes the type of grain between the black and white and the colored stuff, but there's definitely a grain over all of it. But I will say, on the black and white, we do see a bit of YouTube compression, which, you know, again, nothing you can do about that, unfortunately. It just, yeah, is what it is. But going back to the band shots, I want to talk about these clouds. I don't know how the fuck they've done that. Like, there's a few, because like I'm looking at the shots, and there's somewhere there is like, it's looking up at the band playing while the shit is like just zooming along. It also happens in some of the storyline stuff, so I'm like, what the fuck? But then I'm looking at another shot in the storyline here, and it's not happening. So I'm like, how have they done that? So there's a few ways they could have done it. So the first way that I can think of is that, and probably the most obvious, is that somehow it's green screened. Like, so they're actually doing it on a green screen, or the person's like rotoscoped around them and then added the sky. Like, because while that, don't get me wrong, would be extremely fucking tedious, it's not impossible to like mask around where the sky would be and then add a sort of sped up sky to that. The other way I can think of is that what do you call it? When they've recorded the song, they've recorded it at a really like low speed, and then like, so they've like what do you call it, like they've played with frame rates and stuff. So like, as an example, but this is like a reverse example. The music video for Yellow by Coldplay, they got that sort of ethereal slow-mo effect by recording the frame rate at double what it would normally be, so let's say 50 frames a second, but playing the song at a lower speed, or wait, no, yeah, at a higher speed, beg my pardon, and then so when you halve that, the footage goes from 50 frames a second to 25 frames a second, and your sped up double speed song goes to the normal speed of this song. And what happens is that your singer then looks like he's just performing the song at normal speed, but everything else around him is slow-mo. So that's how you would do that if you were going for that effect. With this being sped up, I'm trying to process my head around it. It would have to be you had the song halved, like at half speed playing, and then you filmed it at a lower frame rate than what you would export it as. And I don't even know if that works. I'm like, if you did this at 12 frames a second, would it work? I don't know. I've never like thought of the reverse way of doing that, but in my head that would result in, like, when the band's playing it, like once you throw that in and you sort of speed it up to being the normal how it would be song, the band would be perfectly in time, but all of the clouds and any wind on the leaves and stuff would be sped up. So yeah, that's really interesting. I'm gonna have to like think about that, because that my brain is like, you could do that. Yeah, that's really cool. Yeah, awesome. So those are the two ways I can think of it. If there's another way, like if there's any BTS of this, of how they actually did it, let me know. Because yeah, that's super cool. But anyway, moving on, we've got some lovely racks of focus that I just, assistant camera in me is just like, so chuffed about. Then we've got a lot of fisheye stuff again, especially in the storyline. Like, yeah, it's super unnerving. It gives me, honestly, this story gives me real Twin Peaks vibes. Like, with her smiles and, like, hair and stuff. Real Twin Peaks vibes there. Love the editing. Editing, again, it's super on the beat. And for some of the crazier moments, like when the family starts being a bit weird, they start doing the time in the racks and the different shutter effects, bit of shaky cam and stuff to those moments, which is just awesome. So great editing. The TV stuff, super cool. I love the fact that, they've gone for, as I said, this real 1950s aesthetic. All of the props and stuff are super on point. The costuming, etc. Fucking incredible. I love all the little toy ants, like, getting burnt and stuff. Like, ant that's on fire, I love the colors that they're getting from that amber that's burning into it. I was about to say him. Yeah, super cool. Love, yeah, those little like rainbow effects you get from the burning. That's really cool. Then just speeding along, we go to the gore. So the cooking, super gross. All of those intense close-ups on the bubbling and the goop, spilling down and all of this. Like, that works so well because, again, and this is why I say music videos so important to filmmakers to, like, learn their craft and stuff, because that communicated, like, even without showing the poison, that communicated to us straight away that something is wrong with this cooking, because, like, shooting close-ups of that type of, like, cooking, it just, with this color grade as well, just tells you something's wrong. Something's not right with this cooking. And then you see the poison and stuff and you're like, oh, fuck, like, and it all comes together. Yeah, you would never, like, for beauty, like, if you were doing, let's say, a genuine cooking show, like, they film extreme close-ups of food as well, but, like, different types of shots, like, because don't get me wrong, you'd have some cooking that looks like, it's just bubbling thin, but you don't really focus on that. Like, I've done some stuff for, like cooks, professional chefs and stuff, and you want to get, like, the action shots, you get the steak being flipped, you get that in close-up, you get a close-up of, like, the flame from the grill, or, like, the pasta being, like, stirred into the sauce. Like, you get those, like, beauty shots. You don't get, like, the sauce bubbling, because it most of the time looks pretty gross. But yeah, so having that here, it's communicating to you something ain't right, and then with the color grade on top, yeah, it's telling you this is fucked. And then, yeah, go into the black and white, that top light on her when it's just, like, her in the sort of darkness. Fucking beautiful. What I love about it is it accentuates so much of the hair and her hand, like, holding the brush, but it leaves her face completely out and just in shadow, because it's like they don't want you to see what emotion in that moment she's showing, and I love that because it adds to the creepy factor. It adds to the maniacal, like, emotion that this character's going through right now. And then the taking off of the ring, with it dropping off, like, just being, like, discarded. That is Citizen Kane with the snow globe right there. Like, that's fucking cool. And then right after that, you get a subliminal kill them all. Super awesome. Yeah, and then the top light coming in once they're all eating their dinner. There's the top light on the band as well, maybe a bit of front light as well, with the moon behind them, and then all of this gross, like, the girl throwing up, the boy's got wet silicone that he's, like, peeling, which, you know, is meant to be his skin, like he's melting, but that's how it would be done, is silicone. And again, the fact that it's black and white makes it more believable, because if it wasn't black and white, it would be really obvious that it's just wet silicone. And then when she chops off, chops off the husband's head. Like, first off, absolutely love the reflection that we get in his sunglasses. That's fucking awesome. But then, yeah, the fact that not only is the head clearly a dummy, but you can see the, like, hose, and then the fucking blood just comes shooting out. But again, I don't care. Like, it's awesome, it's funny, it's fucked up. Like, this is what, like, again, we're making music videos, make them fun. Like, I don't get the point of doing a music video, like, if you were doing one like this and being like, oh, we're just gonna have like a bit of blood come down his neck or whatever. It's like, no, hook a hose up. Who cares if it's in shot? Who cares if it makes sense? It just fucking blast her with blood. You know? So, yeah, fucking love it. Super fucking cool. And yeah, just creepy as fuck imagery in the end of her, like, yeah, that top light just doing the work. Great acting as well. Like, fucking awesome on everyone involved in this. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed it too. I know this was a bit of a longer one. It's the first one of today, so warming myself up. But yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.